What up, though? This is Kevin Melson with Beyond Your Limits, and if you're new to the channel, thanks for being here, but you're on the wrong video. Go back to part 1. You can look down in the description. I'll have the link there. We can go to the first part of this training series and start from the beginning.
You don't need a free, but you need a score. Right house, hammering that down.
All right. For those that are not, thanks for being here once again for part 3. I'm glad that you stuck through the first 2, and this is the 3rd one. I'm sure you'll get a lot of benefit out of this, and you'll become a much better player because of it. All right, something that I want you guys to understand is that the NBA is a copycat league. It's a league of mimicking. See, you may not know this, but Michael Jordan patterned his game after a guy named David Thompson. Some of the younger players watching this, you might not know who it is. Google David Thompson. Michael Jordan has admittedly, patterned his game after David Thompson. But it's just like with the Golden State Warriors. You've seen how much success they've had, having no center, no post player really, and, spreading the floor, shooting a lot of three-pointers. Back in the day, it wasn't like that. But people saw that Golden State had success, and they wanted to copy that success. Back in the day when I was coming up, everybody had a dominant center. Shaquille O'Neal and Hakeem Olajuwon and David Robinson. So that's how teams played. They had dominant big men, so they wanted to throw the ball into the post. And so things changed. And so once people have success doing something, other people mimic that. It's just like another example is Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk Nowitzki is probably the greatest European player, the greatest foreign player to ever play in the NBA. He perfected his one-legged fall-away shot, and now he has success doing that. And now you see guys like Kevin Durant using this shot. You see guys throughout the whole league using his signature shot because they saw that he had success with it and they copied it. And so I just want to let you know that you're in great company doing this training. This is what great players have done throughout history. So the first 2 steps you should already be done with. You already know your strengths and your weaknesses. You've already singled out one player that you're gonna try to mimic, that you're gonna use to help improve your game. And the 3rd step is to watch this player closely. Watch full games with this player if you can. You don't want to look at highlight tapes because those, like I said before, can be a little misleading. You want to look at full games if you can. You want to look at least 3 games, full games of this player playing. And while you're watching the game, I want you to watch only that player. When he's off the ball, if the ball is over here, I want you to watch that player, what he's doing while he's off the ball, because this is important as well. And once he catches the ball, you definitely want to make sure you're paying attention when he catches the ball, because if the player is not a point guard, his opportunities with the ball may not be as many. So he want to capitalize every time he catches the ball. If the player that you're watching is a player that's off the ball, if they don't bring the ball up the court and have the ball the whole time. And so if your player has the ball, you definitely want to make sure you pay attention, because those opportunities don't come around too often for everybody. And while you're watching this game, while you're watching the player play, I suggest you watch at least 3 games. Make sure that you write down everything that you can that this player is doing. Where does he go on a fast break? Does he run to the corner? Is he running to the basket? What does he do? How does he run off the screen? Does he fake the opposite way, then go off the screen? Right? Things like when he goes to the left, he only takes 1 dribble and pulls up for a jump shot. When he goes to the right, maybe he goes all the way to the basket every time. You want to notice these little things that this player is doing. So just write down every single thing that you possibly can about this player. I suggest you watch at least 3 games and just write down everything that this player is doing as much as you can. I know it's kind of tedious, but it'll pay off in the end. All right, now that you've watched all these games and you have this list of what this player is doing on each and every play, or as much as you can, now it's time for you to look through those lists and see the commonalities. You're looking for, what does this player do the most often? So you want to see what keeps coming up time and time again as you look through your list. These are very important things, especially if it's something that the player does when they have the ball. These are the things you really want to focus on. If you see the same thing keep coming up when this player has the ball, you definitely want to make sure that you take note of that. Now that you have your list narrowed down to the things that this player does the most, we're going to go to step 4, and that'll be in the video tomorrow. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow with that video to show you how to go further for the next step in this training that's going to take you beyond your limits. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're not already. I'm so glad for you being here, and I'll see you tomorrow with the next step that's going to take you beyond your limits.